Hello guys, welcome back to Clatable. In this video, we are going to be discussing about a 7-month strategy to help you crack CLAT 2026. Since CLAT 2026 would be held in the December of 2025, it is imperative for us to start our preparation with full force. That being stated, I understand that a lot of you might be considering sitting for CLAT, might be wondering whether it is the right exam for you, or even maybe questioning your capabilities, whether you can crack this exam or not. This video is exactly aimed to settle those doubts and tell you that it is doable, of course, given that you're of course following the strategy which I am laying down. First things first, you have to understand the syllabus. What is exactly CLAT testing us on? CLAT has 5 different sections where each different section tests you on a different thing. You have reading comprehension, you have logical or critical reasoning, then we have current affairs, quantitative aptitude and legal reasoning. These 5 sections comprise of CLAT examination, which has 120 questions and the time limit is 120 minutes. What exactly now CLAT tests you when it comes to these 5 sections? Please note that CLAT is testing you upon how well you decipher reading comprehensions which are presented to you. It tests how your critical reasoning functions over rote memorization. You need to have a well-maintained current affairs base, and it also tests on your speed, accuracy, and your decision-making skills under time pressure, because of course there's a negative marking of 0.25 for every incorrect answer. That being stated, I have also made a different video on deciphering the syllabus of CLAT 2025. Please do watch it if you want a more comprehensive overview of the syllabus. Now that we know what exactly is comprised in the syllabus, the next thing is to look at what kind of questions are being asked. Now, the closest source of finding questions which the CLAT consortium asks is of course the previous year's questions. CLAT changed its syllabus in the year 2020, and ever since 2020 till 2025, you've had 6 papers, and alongside the consortium has also released sample papers in some years. Get a hold of all of those papers. You would get them on the CLAT consortium's website under the UG materials, and then try to look at what are the types of passages which has been asked. What is the difficulty level of the English which has been incorporated in the paper. I'm pretty sure that all of us would be able to read, write and understand English, but when it comes to reading a set of passages in a strict timeline, it of course gives an advantage to the people who are very good at English. Now, this gives you a hint that maybe being very strong at English is something which would give you an edge over your competitors. That being stated, when you get a hold of the previous year's questions, sit with one paper. Let's say I sit with the CLAT 2020 paper today, and I just see what are the types of questions which have been asked, what are the question stems which have been asked. If you notice, all the passages which have been asked, all of them and their sources have also been mentioned. Their sources are mentioned, and this gives you an insight as to where the CLAT consortium themselves sources these questions from. And the major sources you would see would be the Hindu, the Indian Express, the Frontline, the Outlook, the Telegraph, Times of India, etc. Please note that these are a mix of not only newspapers but also magazines which are circulated nationwide. That being stated, try to get yourself a grasp on the kind of vocabulary which has been asked, the kind of questions which have been asked, what the passages might mean, whether there have been any recurring passage topics or themes or not. Now that the sources are given to us, of course it makes sense to start out with the sources. That being, I would urge everyone to pick out one newspaper which you personally like, take that paper and try to read the editorials mandatory every day. Please note that I personally do not recommend reading the newspapers just for GK, but I believe that the newspapers help to supplement your preparation in an all-rounded manner. When you improve your reading skills via reading the newspaper, it's going to help you in overall preparation and not just GK. For GK, Please try to refer to compendiums and solely not newspapers, because wasting hours and hours of crucial study time over making notes from newspaper is not something which I deem to be productive. Coming back to my point about reading the editorials every day, any paper which you take up will of course have the center 2 pages comprising of the editorials. Now these editorials are something which are written by bureaucrats, which are written by politicians, which are written by an academician, a scholar, which means that these editorials are something whose language is extremely advanced, whose language is extremely brilliantly written. When we read those types of pieces, when we indulge in that type of literature, it of course amps up your reading skills. Now, am I suggesting that you take the newspaper editorials and you just read through it at your leisure while lying on your bed? Not really. What I am recommending here is that you take up the editorials and then you allocate yourself a strict time limit, that being 20 to 25 minutes. In those 25 minutes, try to read through all of the editorials which are given there in the passage. By editorials, I only mean the major 4 to 5 articles mentioned in the editorials. Please don't try to read the columns at the margin within the 25-minute time limit, but please feel free to read them after you have crossed the 25-minute time. Now, why have I chosen 25 minutes to be the time limit? In most of the reading heavy sections which you would come across for CLAT, you would not have more than 25 to 30 minutes. So which makes 25 a very safe limit for you to read, analyze and understand the author's arguments, which is exactly something which you would also have to do in your CLAT examination, right? So that being stated, please get into the habit of reading the editorials in a fixed timed manner. Now that you have read the editorials and the 25-minute mark has been exhausted, ask yourself small questions. What do you recall from the passage? Can you think of any examples which the author has mentioned in his passage? Can you perhaps give me any arguments from the passage? When you are actively recalling what you have just read, this helps in increasing your memory power in retaining what you have just read, so that when you're solving CLAT passages, you will not have to go to the passages again and again for each and every question you answer. This is an exercise which must be done diligently over the course of the next 6 to 7 months to make sure that your reading skill is something which might get you an under AIR 100 rank. Now that we are practicing editorials every day, take out your class worksheets. If you have enrolled in a coaching, then you would be taught what each topic entails, what are the specialties about each topic, what do you have to look out for. That being stated, once you have a firm grasp of the basics, please start attempting sectionals and mocks at the earliest possible instance. Whenever you think that you have gotten a grasp of the basics, even if you haven't completely understood everything, I would recommend start attempting mocks. The worst thing which might happen is that you would score low. But then you would also know that these are the topics which maybe you would have to work upon more and more. So that being stated, the next part of our strategy is to start going on with sectionals. Sectionals, and why they would help us, is that when I personally have covered the basics, the concepts of, let's say, a section like critical reasoning, the best way I can test it out is via attempting a sectional. What are the types of questions which I am missing out again and again in the sectionals? What are the type of questions which I am always able to answer correctly in the sectionals? And a mock is simply accumulation of the sectionals of all of the sections which are there in CLAT. So now that you have already got into the habit of attempting sectionals, move on to mocks. Give yourself strict 120 minutes, and in those 120 minutes, make sure you are not distracted. If you are attempting a mock at home, try to emulate exam conditions as much as possible. Maybe try to attempt a mock from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Always try to attempt a mock with the room closed, with no distractions. Do not let your parents, siblings, your pets come and distract you while you're giving a mock. Do not get up to use the washroom. Do not eat something while you're giving a mock. And attempt this with your utmost sincerity. If you have gone through the videos of toppers, almost all of them would mention how in the span of 1 year only, they have given a mock exceeding 80 plus number of marks. So that being stated, that is where we want to reach in the course of our preparation, that by the time you attempt CLAT, you would be able to say confidently that I have given 80 plus marks, and giving those 80 plus marks is simply an exercise in what you would be doing in the CLAT 26 exam also, right? So that being stated, mock test is something which is completely and very much important for our preparation. Is giving mock the only thing which I would say? Of course not. Just attempting a mock is almost 50% of the game done. What about the rest 50% to reach your 100% potential? You have to sit with the mock and analyze. I have already made videos on how to properly do mock analysis, so please go through them. When you are analyzing mocks, I would recommend you to have a strict dedicated copy for just analyzing mocks, seeing how much you have scored, what are the areas which you have made a mistake in, and what are some of the sections which you can improve your score at. Now, in your mocks, after you have gotten into the habit of reading mocks, please make sure that you do not create a GK backlog. This is something which I keep seeing in students time and again, is that they always think that they have a lot of time left towards the end where they would just do GK. That is not a good strategy. We have to be structured, we have to be organized, and we need to have a fixed strategy of how we are doing GK. What I would personally recommend to everyone watching this video is that please have a compendium from where you can refer to for your monthly sources. Please refer to online videos for fortnightly, and please make notes of important things which you keep seeing in the newspapers time and again, and that would serve as your daily or weekly GK. So now we have our weekly GK, we have our fortnightly GK, and we have our monthly GK in the form of compendiums. Before you sit for your CLAT, you can get hold of a magazine, of an annual current affairs magazine like the Yojana or the Kurukshetra, for an overall revision of the entirety of the last 12 months. So now we are covering GK in an all-rounded basis rather than just doing random things here and there. That being stated, at the end of the day, the starting part is honestly the hardest of it all. I would request everyone to ask yourself, to force yourself to do the hard things for the easier things to come to your way. Achievements are made in a way where you do the hard work and the rest follows. That being stated, guys, the most important part about CLAT is not how smart you are. It does not test how brilliant you are, but it tests you on how much consistent you are. All the steps which have been mentioned in this particular video, I would want you to be consistent at all of them. If you have missed one mock, that's okay. Maybe try to make that up for in the next week. If you have not analyzed the newspapers, the editorials for 1 or 2 days, make sure that you just go back and you're right on track from the 3rd day onwards. Please do not let yourself get motivated at any instance. Keep yourself engaged in some form of physical activity or a hobby of your choice, of course. But make sure you are consistent at the end of the day. When you're going to sleep, have a proper routine of what you're going to do for the next day. And this is something we just keep repeating for the next 7 months for you to make sure that you definitely get a very good rank in CLAT 2026. Hope this helps. If there are any doubts, please write them down in the comments and I would be happy to answer them. Thank you so much, guys.